What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mamak Sessions. It's me, Jenny Boy, going solo. That's right, with the RMO. Ho ho. Okay, I'm not gonna try and rap here. Now, how are you guys doing? Okay, now if you don't know what's going on, if you're listening to us outside of Malaysia, we all obviously know that there is a pandemic going on right now, and that's why we're all basically locked up at home. Well, not to say locked up at home, but advised to basically stay at home, otherwise known as a restrictive movement order. That's right. But I'm not alone because, I have Ryan on the other side. What's up?
What's up? What's up? I'm calling to you live from Petaling Jaya. No restricted movement order is going to stop us from getting this podcast done, man.
Dude.
You guys need to listen to something while you guys are all stuck at home. So
I know.
Here we are,
Okay, look, to be honest, we wanted to actually record an episode before the lockdown, but we were like telling ourselves like this is tough. It's never gonna happen. We were in the middle of a shoot.
Yeah.
And then, before anything else, actually to be honest, we were thinking of recording a few episodes after the shoot. But during shoot, our Prime Minister decided to come at 10 p.m. and say that, look, we want you to stay at home. This is a restrictive movement order. No one's allowed to go out. And all of us started freaking out.
Yeah, and we were supposed to wrap shoot the night before this order was to take place. I remember we wrapped that Tuesday, late Tuesday night. And then the next day we had to just really stay at home the whole day. And it was kind of hectic, honestly, because we really didn't even have time to prepare for this whole MCO. Is it MCO, RMO, lockdown, quarantine? I don't know, man. There's 10,000 names for this one thing.
Yeah, what's the funniest part? Every time when an SMS comes in, it's actually RM0. So everybody thinks it's RMO, restrictive movement order. Yeah.
Oh, it actually means it's the message is cost you nothing, right? RM0.
Yeah, exactly. So that's hilarious. But how have you been though? How have you been coping? Today's what? Okay, as we are recording this right now, today is day 7?
Oh man, I can't count. It's 1 week. It's been 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Wait,
day 7.
So it started on Wednesday. Okay, it started on Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to 7. Day 7.
It's day 7. So it's in 1 week. We are 1 week down. One more to go. That is unless they do not extend it. What's your thought actually? Do you think they're gonna extend it?
Dude, I think they're gonna extend it lah. I mean, okay, look. Ever since this whole pandemic kind of hit Malaysia and the cases started rising, I won't lie to you, I've been refreshing my Twitter and refreshing every website outbreak.my just to see what are the new cases every day. And then when it kept going up and up, and that's my heart rate started going up and up and up and up. And I still remember on the day, I remember very, very clearly, it was on a Sunday, it was before our shoot, when we saw the cases go up, right? By 112.
Yeah. It's the day that it suddenly spiked up like crazy.
Yeah, so I told my wife, I told Michelle, I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we might want to go to the grocery store and kind of get some stuff just in case they announce a lockdown. Yeah. So we went out and we bought the essentials. And then when we were at shoot the next day, sure enough, the Prime Minister announced the lockdown, and that's where shit got serious, man. Everybody started panic buying. We were laughing at Singapore, and now we're doing it ourselves.
Okay, but to be fair, dude, have you been out to the supermarket lately or anything?
Yeah, I have. I just went out 2 days ago. Before they announced that only the head of house gets to go out. So me and Michelle went out to get essentials.
Yeah. So I was out yesterday as well. I went to Tesco. Yeah. And honestly, it's not. I mean, I'm glad at least the Tesco I was at, people weren't that crazy. I mean, people were just buying what they needed. It doesn't look as if anyone's shoving everything into their carts,
Yeah.
It was very orderly, I think people kind of got the message that, you don't need to stock up 10,000 items for this 2 weeks. You just buy what you need that will last you 2 weeks, and that's good. And there was plenty of toilet paper. So that was a kind of sigh of relief there.
I don't understand with the whole hoarding of toilet paper in Australia and America.
That's crazy. My cousin, he just came back from Sydney, right? And he told me it's impossible to get toilet paper in Sydney right now.
What?
Literally impossible. That's crazy. I don't know why people keeping this toilet paper.
So
it's Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so the other day, what happened was I was speaking to a friend and he said that, oh, I think I know the reason why people are buying toilet paper. Because you see, there is a scarce supply of masks. So you use the toilet paper and fold to be a mask. And I'm like, where the hell did you come out with this bloody theory from?
Yeah, man. There's so many theories people come. Like some people say it's actually not good to wear a mask. If you are not sick, it actually might be more dangerous to wear a mask because you're constantly touching your face with a mask on.
Yeah.
A lot of old wives' tales out there. I mean, the most famous one is drinking hot water to cure the virus. But like, we all know,
dude,
that's definitely not true.
That's freaking stupid, man. That's so stupid. Because the funny thing was like, okay, we're all in family chat groups, right? You got a family chat group. I've got a family chat group.
Yeah.
And like, in one of my family chat groups, all of a sudden, all of my aunties started forwarding like messages, and obviously they forwarded the whole like what do you call it? If you drink hot water, it flushes it down to your stomach, and your acid from your stomach basically kills the virus. And I looked at that, I was like, come on, man, this is complete bullshit. I mean, every individual who reads it, they will know that okay, like this is not so convenient. You know what I mean? If it was convenient, I'm pretty sure it would be worldwide news.
We would be staying home, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then,
breaking news, coronavirus killed by hot water.
I know. And there you have, one of our VIPs, one of our health ministers going on national TV saying that if you drink ice swam, you basically, flush the virus down your stomach. I was like, oh my goodness. It's like, okay. I mean, it's like, did he read a WhatsApp message just before going on live TV?
Okay, so I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I think A, he was nervous on TV.
Okay.
2, he's just trying to encourage people to drink water. And then he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of thing where you just say, drink more water, and then just make up a stupid thing about to get more people to drink water.
Yeah, when people get nervous on live television, they tend to talk bullshit, you know what I mean? Okay, we've been there before. We go on and on and on and on and on and not stop talking because, we want to basically fill up the airtime. So maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But come on, man. I tell you.
Oh my God.
But the good thing is, like, I mean, at least the ministry came out to debunk that. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't lie, to be honest. Being online has caused a lot more stress and paranoia as compared to maybe like 10, 15 years ago, when the only way for you to get like verified news is through TV, is through radio, through CNN and stuff like that. And that's the only one medium that you get officially get to be told what to do, how to do, and whatever not. And to be honest, I kind of miss that because right now everyone is a bloody expert online.
Yeah. But that's you see, so this is what I do. I don't trust anything I see. I take everything I see online with a pinch of salt unless it comes from a reputable source. So if like, the NST or the Star, like actual news outlet post it, or the verified Twitter accounts of the ministry, KKM's Twitter account.
Yeah.
Unless I see the news information coming from them, I usually take every piece of news with a pinch of salt. Because these days there are just so many people spreading around false information, and sometimes it's not very good. It's not very healthy for the community to start spreading all this false information and start making everyone panic about everything.
Yeah,
I'm also very careful with what I share on my social media accounts as well.
No, the problem is that you're careful, we are careful, but the older generation are not, because like I think the first persons to panic would be them, because like they're not used to getting so much information at once. I mean, they're used to getting information from one medium, right? So like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand the older generation. They're so used to getting information from one medium, and that's through the radio, through TV. And right now they're used to getting information, and every time they get information from TV or radio, it's verified news, and that's what they can basically talk about to their other friends. But right now they're getting news from forwarded messages on WhatsApp groups, which is ridiculous.
WhatsApp, yeah. And sometimes some of the news are definitely jokes and everything, but like sometimes it's very hard to tell what is a joke and what is not, especially for like our older generation. But I know my dad definitely has some problems with that. So now we're always like, Dad, don't share anything,
Oh, really?
First read properly. Yeah. My dad likes to share a lot of stuff online. But luckily, it's just shares within our family group chat, and so like we all know what to look out for.
I think for everyone listening right now, I think this is a really good time for you to, well, number one, you're staying at home. Number two, you're staying with your family and your parents. I think it's a good time for you to basically be patient and teach them about the new media that basically is the internet.
Yeah.
And what is fake news. And you shouldn't be basically recording your WhatsApp messages. Oh, ni hao, ding long, ding long.
I mean, I just saw another news, another forwarded WhatsApp the other day about how Malay Grab drivers are angry at Chinese because of bringing the virus here, and they're spitting in Chinese people. I think that's honestly, I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
I don't think that's real.
So far, all the Grab. Yeah, I mean, it's this kind of messages, messages that propagate hate, that propagate racism. At a time like this is the things you don't need, I'm very grateful that all these Grab drivers are out there while all of us are stuck in here. I mean, of course, they want to make a living, but you have to think of the risk they are putting themselves as well, just to make our lives easier, And so far, all the Grab drivers I've come across, no matter what race and all, they've all been very nice. They've been very friendly and they've been very courteous to me. So I really don't think there's true news at all. But yet, it's still being circulated around, WhatsApp messages and stuff.
Yeah, I won't lie. There is a little bit of paranoia in me. Like, we've stopped ordering stuff to be delivered to us because, like, you always kind of ask yourself, what if this person is infected?
Has been in contact.
Yeah. So,
I get what you mean.
And okay, like I hate to rain on some of these parades and stuff like that, but I've been hearing some religious groups are saying that what, if it's time for us to go, it's basically God's will and stuff like that. I was like, dude, please don't bring religion into this right now. This is a case.
It goes beyond that.
And there are a lot of people who are afraid. I mean, we've been reading a lot of news. People who are afraid to admit that they they have a fever and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, yes. I can hear you. I can still hear you, right?
Sorry, Jin. I think I lost you for a moment.
Oh, really? Oh, it's okay.
Yes, I'm here. I think I lost you for a moment.
Oh, really?
So sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, guys. Struggles of recording remotely.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, come on, man. You could have gotten yourself a better internet service provider.
Honestly, I can't because my area, the infrastructure has been set up for like over 20 years. So I'm only stuck with that one internet service provider. Because I don't have you know what I mean? Because the infrastructure for the new internet service provider is not set up yet. Yeah. So I literally do not have a choice. Right. This is my internet or no internet. That's all I have.
Yeah. So okay. As we speak right now, because like apparently the KKM Putrajaya is about to go on for a live update. So I'm just gonna basically as we go right now. Let's just see. Okay, 13 minutes ago.
Count?
Oh my god. Okay, so today there are, as of today, 106 new cases, which is a lot lower compared to yesterday. Okay, and from 106 cases, 43 of them are from the Tableh cluster, and 63 others are still under investigation. There are now 64 patients in the ICU, and 24 of them needs help. Needs equipment to help them to breathe, and that is today's update. I mean, it's going down. I mean, yesterday was scary because I think yesterday we hit like almost 200. Was it?
There was a big jump. I think it was 183 yesterday. Is it?
Yeah, around there. It was the highest jump, and it kind of freaked a lot of people out.
Yeah, but so a lot of people have been comparing our chart with Italy's chart.
Yeah,
and what I'm noticing is that Italy's chart was definitely way more exponential than ours, which is a good thing. I mean, it still kind of sucks that we are seeing cases every day, but it's only a matter of time where we finally get all the cases have been reported. I think all these things just need time out, but definitely compared to Italy's case, you see their graph, it just goes up exponentially. I think in this time in Italy, as in like when we're comparing the graph, at this point we are at, in Italy there was about, I think, close to 5,000 maybe.
Yeah, it's I think like
Yeah, 1,000 plus.
Italy basically implemented the lockdown at a stage where
A bit too late.
a bit too late. So we did it. We still did it at a stage where it's still, I would say, controllable. I mean, not the
Yeah.
best, but still controllable. Again, we are. I mean, for both of us speaking right here, we are no experts. We're just mainly assuming. You know, we obviously hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, like, we are not
And I
basically.
think the one thing Italy did also that contributed to that is they only started with locking down the Lombard region, that one region,
Oh, I see.
before they went into nationwide lockdown. Yeah. Whereas what we
Oh,
did is we started completely with the whole region, the whole nation.
oh man.
So I think that helped us a lot. And
Yeah.
then another thing also I read is like the number of days, like for every day you don't start implementing the lockdown, the growth has a possibility to grow way more exponential. So for, let's say, if you delay by 2 days,
Yep.
the growth may be more than double. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's actually very important to try and curb the situation as soon as possible.
I was actually listening to a show, a British radio show, and he was actually explaining how that one Korean patient number 31, actually was the main cause of 60% of all the cases in South Korea. So what happened was, I'm not sure if you heard about
Korea,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's this one lady, and they called her patient. Oh, that's my daughter yelling in the background, trying to get my attention. But no, I'm going to finish this podcast. So there was this lady, a Korean lady, and they called her patient 31. So what happened was, I think she traveled somewhere, okay, or wherever, okay. So the thing is, she was already infected, but she didn't know she was infected. She got into a car accident, a minor car accident, and she basically checked herself into a hospital. Didn't check into a ward. She had a slight fever, and the people at the hospital said that, hey, can I check you? And she's like, no, I'm fine. It's just a slight fever. I'm fine. She went on to attend a few religious gatherings. She went to a church gathering and she infected 1,200 people from there. And that was the cause of the massive spread in South Korea, which resulted to almost
Yeah.
8,000 cases a day. But, they managed to basically curb it down. I would say that, Koreans are freaking amazing. Apart from their food, they're really efficient.
Yeah, they've been so good. They've been so efficient with this in response to this COVID-19. They have drive-through testing. It's just crazy, and they're so innovative with that. But their government is very well equipped, and their healthcare system also is very, very well equipped to deal with a situation like this.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think anyone was ever prepared for such a pandemic to ever happen. I don't think anyone saw this coming. And all of a sudden, you have all these videos of Bill Gates, all these Bill Gates TED Talks. Bill Gates predicted the pandemic back in 2015 and all these bullshit that's surfacing up that, we should have been more prepared. But to be honest, none of us were ever prepared for this.
You say that, but the first case came way back in January in Wuhan.
Yeah.
And I think then, I think we can learn that it pays to be cautious rather than letting it come to this extent and then only we start implementing cautionary measures.
Yeah.
Because I just saw another video recently. It's about this guy. He's from New Zealand, but he works in Shanghai.
Yep.
And he heard that New Zealand's about to start implementing restrictions, so he flew back immediately to New Zealand to see his family.
Oh wow.
And he was very surprised that when he reached New Zealand, all they did was just make him fill in a form, and that's it. There's no other checks whatsoever.
Oh wow.
But so he stayed with his dad. He stayed with his dad for one night, and then the next day he heard that China is going to start closing all its borders, and he is based in China. His work is based in Shanghai. So the next day he flew all the way back to Shanghai, and then he showed us the contrast in the two immigrations. Where New Zealand he just filled in a form. In Shanghai, when he reached, they split. They temperature check all the passengers. And then on top of that, they make you report to a desk according to the zone you live in. So according to your different districts where you live in, you have to report in. And then they'll take everyone to a clinic and everyone will have to get tested for COVID-19.
Oh wow.
So in altogether, they held him at the clinic for over 14 hours, something like that, before he was allowed to go home.
Yeah,
they waited for his test results to come back.
They were taking precautionary measures.
Yeah, that's like really, really crazy level precautionary measures. So they
Yeah.
tested him. He came out negative. They still sent him home, and they said you have to quarantine yourself regardless. The next day, after he went home, the next day, the health officials made a visit to his house again to make sure he's home, and they even installed some sort of like alarm system on his door so that they will be notified every single time he opens the door.
Oh wow. That's
And they basically gave him a care package and to give him instructions on what to do when you're quarantined and stuff like that.
that's crazy.
And
That's amazing.
Yeah,
And Singapore is doing the same thing
I
too.
mean,
Like if you were traveling from another country and you basically go back to Singapore, right? You have to basically self home quarantine, and there's this thing going around where they will ask you to download an app, and then they will basically remotely monitor you and require you to take pictures and show pictures of your surroundings just to confirm that you are still at home and not
at home.
outside. And
Yeah.
I've got in-laws in Singapore right now who are. I mean, she told me that Singapore is not as serious. The people are still going out as per normal, but the cases in Singapore are still going up, and they're taking more precautionary measures. And now they're closing the borders for I don't know for how long, but we know that Australia has closed its borders for 6 months.
6 months. hmm
Dude, that's
That's very long.
that's long.
That's very long.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think if it dies down, they might open it up again. But I think they're just saying 6 months for now.
Well, when it comes to safety, Australia is the number one country I can think of because everything is about safety, mate. You go bungee jumping, you go through like a 45-minute course to make sure you don't kill yourself. So yeah, but I mean, all in all, I just have to say that I think like right now the least we could do is basically listen to our government. They are our leaders. I know there's a lot of doubt going around. When it comes to communication and stuff like that. Yes, people have been throwing shade, but you know what? Hey, they're the best that we've got right now, and we need to help them better themselves. I mean, like as much as we don't agree to some of the things that they're doing, they're the best that we've got right now, and we need to play our part as citizens to maybe communicate back and tell them, hey man, maybe you could do this, maybe you could do this, because they should listen to the public. I hope so.
I think also it's very important for everyone to understand like how serious this MCO is. Like we as citizens, like you said, like as citizens, as human beings, we have to do our part to make sure this doesn't spread any further. The more people go out, the longer this movement restriction order is gonna take place. Because if we all just stay at home and really just stay at home and lock ourselves at home and don't move, hopefully within a month we can like kind of curb this whole situation. But people are still like non-complying, and then they're still going out and not listening to the authorities. This will definitely take way way longer before it can reach a level where it's much more manageable.
Yeah, dude, not only that, I'm not sure if you heard. So apparently there's this one patient, I'm not sure what number, was the main cause of infecting the public gathering. I can't remember. He was patient 13 or whatever. Okay, I don't care what number he was. But the thing is, it's because of this one patient that basically caused the whole outbreak in Malaysia to basically spike up. Okay, cool. Yes, that's how the media has reported it. But the thing is, the people online have basically gone all out to basically find out who this person is, took all of his photos, published it online, and blaming him for it. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
The blaming is not gonna help, I mean,
yeah.
But blaming gonna make the COVID go away, man. I really feel that's really unnecessary,
Exactly.
What has happened.
Look, I mean, yeah, I get where everyone's coming from. I mean, he knew he had a fever, yet he still traveled. You know what I mean? The thing is, before this coronavirus was ever in our lives, right? When you had a fever, did you stay home? No. Chances are you might still go out too.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have gotten a flu. You still would have gone out. You know what I mean? You just tell your friends, oh, I'm a bit sick. Don't stand near me and stuff like that. And yeah, I get it. So I mean, he should have been more responsible to isolate himself, because there were news already going around. But the fact that people were actually taking his pictures, exposing who he was and blaming him, and now the guy is basically isolating himself. He deactivated his Twitter. He deactivated all of his social media and is in hiding. I kind of feel sad for him a little bit, because it's like, hey man, people Dala just recovered from a virus. Now he's gonna. I'm not sure. How is he gonna go? I mean, what his mental health is gonna be like.
like for me, it's a very simple question. How is this going to help the situation?
Yeah.
And the answer is it doesn't. Blaming him is not going to help the situation. Staying home and making sure you are not part of spreading the disease, that's going to help the situation.
Yeah.
Spreading a positive message is going to help the situation.
Exactly.
Blaming this one guy for infecting all the people in the public, is it a stupid decision on his part? Maybe, but it's been done. There's no point in blaming him really. There's no point crying over spilled milk.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, there is a reason why the ministry is keeping all the patients' details private and confidential, because these type of things will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can right now is, to be honest, stay home, play your part, and stop jogging. If your parents are going out jogging, scold them. Okay, we are giving you authority to scold your parents. Okay, we're giving you full authority to scold your parents, because at this point of time, you all should know better, and you all should know what's good for your parents. All right, this virus is very deadly for people who are older, because they have low immune system. They have gone through some health issues. People who are diabetic. I'm honestly really, really scared as well, because my mom is old as well. So you think about all these things. So if your parents are gonna go out and say, "Oh no, I want to go out to jogging today," it's like, you shut up. You sit down and you stay at home, okay? Don't go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they tell you, bloody hell, who teach you how to talk back to your parents? Just say Jenny boy taught you. So for this,
Wow.
Yeah, blame it on me, guys. Okay, if it's one thing, just blame it on me for now. I mean, this is for the better of your parents, for everyone, for your families. I mean, stay safe. I mean, like, come on, man. We don't want the worst to happen.
Yeah, I think another thing that I want to point out also, it's very important to be very honest with your healthcare provider. Like I've read all posts online about how some patients they're not honest with the nurses and the doctors, and they are actually putting the lives of these nurses and these healthcare providers at risk. And I think that's very irresponsible.
Yeah.
They won't scold you if you've been in contact with someone with COVID-19. They just need to take different precautionary measures to treat you. Everyone wants to help you. By lying, you're just putting more people at risk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, if you went to a doctor and you told them, like, look, I've traveled to these places, I have a fever, they're not gonna get rid of you. They're gonna help you. They're just gonna basically treat you differently. I mean, they need precautionary measures to basically attend to you. They're not gonna isolate you. I have friends who are working in the front line right now in Sungai Buloh Hospital, who are basically dedicating their lives 24/7 to basically help fight this pandemic. And you know what? Seriously, they are the group of people that we have to basically look up to. They are our heroes, okay? They are putting their life on the line to help this help curb this pandemic. Yeah, and I mean, like, when this blows over, I hope that the government will give them some incentive, or everybody should get together and give them some incentive. They need a long break, and stuff like that. I don't know what it is. When the time comes, we'll know. But as for now, everyone listening, please take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Take this time to basically stay home and catch up on lost time with your family. All those times you've been out working so hard and always been. I mean, you should know, Ryan. You've been out working like 20-hour shoots most of the time, and then
Yeah, my dad was just saying this the first time the whole family's been home for such a long period of time. Like, it's the first time every day we had a family meal together. Because usually on weekdays you're out shooting, and then when I come back, my parents are all asleep.
Yeah.
So take this time to spend time with your family. Just appreciate your family a little more.
Yeah, and it's don't you think so? It's a bit refreshing.
A little bit, yeah. But, I mean, what else can I say? I'm just stuck at home.
Yeah, but I just, for me, is being stuck at home. I've been eating home cooked meals. I tend to forget how good my mom's cooking is, and how me and Michelle, my wife, are super competitive when it comes to playing games together. We just downloaded Overcooked 2. Yeah,
that's a friendship breaker game.
Dude, the freaking awesome game. I mean, like, both me and Michelle are like always fighting so hard to get 3 stars on every level. But you know what? It's fun, and you know what? It's been a while since I've ever done that with Michelle, and it's kind of fun. I kind of like that. So, there are a lot of things that you can discover just by being home with your loved ones, and learning a lot more about them. Because as we grow older, we tend to go further apart because of commitments and stuff like that. But now is the opportunity for you to basically stay home and learn about each other a lot better, stay safe, and make sure you keep everyone home. Ryan, did I lose you again?
No. I'm here. I wasn't sure if you're gonna say something else after that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyways, before we go, Ryan, do you want to say anything?
Just take care, drink lots of water. Don't go out unless you really need something essential. You're gonna buy it. Maybe limit it to once a week to the grocery store or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes a village to fight this thing, right? I think all of us as the Rakyat, as human beings, we need to do our part to make sure this pandemic blows over and does not claim any more lives than it already has.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, we're all in this together. We were afraid at first, but we will get through this. We're gonna be broadcasting from home, Ryan, for the next few days, I guess.
Yeah.
So, the Mamak Sessions. Well, we can't call it Mamak Sessions now because it has to be at home. But whatever. Don't go out to the Mamak, okay? Don't go out to the Mamak. You can go to the Mamak and basically take away stuff, all right? But thank you so much for listening. I know it's been a while. We tried to basically record a show, but we're here with you guys, seeing this whole pandemic through. Take care. If you want to get in touch with us, if you want us to talk about something, you know where to reach us. You can basically follow us on our Instagrams at Mamak Sessions. You can also follow us on our official Instagram pages at JennyBoyTV or Facebook.com/JennyBoyTV. Suggest to us what we should talk about and who we should speak to on our next show. Take it easy, Ryan, and we'll speak to you soon, okay?
All right.
And to those listening, take it easy. Stay safe.